Hello there. In this video, we will explore how developers can manage incidents in Jira Software using the new Incidents tab. The Incidents tab pulls relevant incidents from Jira Service Management and other third-party tools into Jira Software so developers can focus on incidents impacting software components they're responsible for in the same tool where the development backlog lives. We will start in the Incidents tab in Jira Software before briefly jumping over to Jira Service Management to see that the bidirectional integration sends information to the ops team. Next, we will head to Compass to see what potentially relevant activities have happened around the time of our incident before jumping back to the Incidents tab in Jira Software to open a post-incident review and to add some Jira issues to our backlog to make sure a similar incident doesn't happen in the future. Alright, in this video, we're going to take a look at the Incidents tab in Jira Software. To access the Incidents tab, we're going to go into the left-hand nav bar, we're going to scroll down, and we're going to click on Incidents. The Incidents tab pulls incidents in from your connected Jira Service Management tool. You can pull in a variety of services, and you have control over which services send incidents to this tab. This lets you filter and pre-select kind of what you see in here so that you can focus on the work you're responsible for and not get bogged down by a lot of noise from services you aren't responsible for. To see what we're connected to, we can click on Connect Services. And in the right-hand nav bar that pops up, we can see that we've connected to 4 services in Jira Service Management. We've got Submit Image, Image Labeler, Invoke Labeler, and Get Image Label. We're going to close this now. And from here, we can filter based on services, priority, and status. So let's filter by service and take a look at all of the incidents related to Submit Image. We can see that we've got 3 resolved incidents and 1 open incident. We can further filter by status. And now we can see that we only have a single open incident to take a look at related to our Submit Image service. This lets us focus on the work that's important to us at any given time without having a lot of distractions. We can click on the incident to pop open this side panel and take a look at more details. So one of the things we can notice is that this is related to the Submit Image service. We can scroll farther down and we can see that it's currently unassigned. I'm going to assign this to myself. And we can continue scrolling down, and I'm going to add an internal note letting Megan know that I'm going to take a look at this. From this view, I can interact with the incident in a variety of ways, but if I decide that I need the full power of Jira Service Management, I can also right-click and open this in a new tab to go directly to JSM. And from here, I have access to the full capabilities of the JSM tool. The integration between Jira Service Management and Jira Software is bidirectional. Changes made in Jira Service Management in this incident will show up in Jira Software, and changes made in this incident in Jira Software in the Incidents panel will show up here in Jira Service Management. From the incident view, you can also go directly to Compass, going through the affected services link. So we can open this in a new tab to go to the Jira Service Management services page for the Submit Image service. We can see that there are some relationships here. There's a relationship between Image Labeler, Magnetics API, and Magnetics Web. We can also see the service owner, some responders, a stakeholder, and we can find, most importantly, the Compass link. So if we want to go to Compass, we can open this in a new tab. From the component page for Submit Image in Compass, we can find a variety of useful information, including the chat channel we need to reach out to developers in to figure out who can maybe work on this particular service. We can find the on-call schedule to see who's on call. We can find the link to the repository. We can find a link to the Jira Software page for this project. We can find a link to the runbooks, and we can find a link to the Jira Service Management incident where the incidents for this component will go. Another thing that's really useful is the activity panel. So if we click on activity, we come to this page. From the activity panel in Compass, we can see a bunch of useful stuff. In particular, we can see that there's an open incident for Submit Image. We can also see that we have a couple dependencies. We can expand these a little bit. We can see that we have an incident for Magnetic Web, and prior to the incident, there was a deployment that happened. We also have a deployment that happened for Magnetic API, but no incidents appeared. So it might be the case that something happened with Magnetic Web that caused Magnetic Web to have problems, and that's causing a downstream problem in our Submit Image service. So what we're going to do is we're going to reach out to the Magnetic Web development team now and see if they can take a look at that for us. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the magnetic web component page by opening this link in a new tab. And from here we can find a couple key pieces of information. One, we know which chat channel to reach out to them in. And two, we can see which Jira Software project we should log tickets against. So now we're going to go back to Jira Software in the incidents panel. And we're going to take a look to see if we can find this incident that is open for magnetic web. We're going to clear our filters. And we notice that there is no magnetic web in the dropdown. To start pulling incidents from magnetic web and magnetic API, we're going to close this. We're going to click Connect Services, and then we're going to click Connect Services. From here, we get a list of all services in Jira Service Management that we aren't currently connected to. So let's pick these two and click Connect. Now we can close this, and if we click Services, we can now see we've got Magnetic API and Magnetic Web in the dropdown. We're going to choose Magnetic Web. And now we can see we have 3 incidents that are showing up. 2 of them are resolved and 1 is currently open. From here, we're just going to reach out to the developers in the channel and ask them to take a look at this component. Now let's head back over to Jira Software and take a look at our own incident and start the root cause process there. We're going to clear these filters. Now we're going to look for Submit Image, and we're going to look for Open. We can click in here. It's already assigned to us. We haven't heard back from Megan yet. Let's close this and let's create an issue in our Jira Software project to track the work that we're going to do to try and resolve this problem. So we can click Create Issue. It's a task. We're going to assign it to In Progress because we're going to take a look at it right away. There's a template that shows up. We're just going to make a note that this issue is going to be used to track the root causing of this problem. We're going to assign this to ourselves. It comes with an incident label already. We're going to add this to the current sprint. We're not going to estimate story points. We're not going to assign it to a fixed version. We'll pick this as a medium priority. And we're going to link this to the Jira Software Service Management incident that it came from. So we're going to click Create. And now we see that this shows up here. We can go to this issue by left-clicking on it. From here, we have a link directly to the Jira Service Management incident. How we can put in notes and do a regular workflow to try and resolve this problem. All right, after some time has passed, we've gone through and root caused this problem and done some work on it. The Magnetics Web team seems to have resolved their upstream problem. If we take a look at the Jira issue they created, it's marked as done. We've also concluded that it was causing the problem with our service, so I've marked our incident as done as well. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create a post-incident report by clicking the Create PIR button. All right, let's fill in this post-incident review form. It's linked to the Jira Service Management project we've been using. The issue type is going to be post-incident review. We can paste in our summary. There's a variety of fields we could fill out here. We're not going to do this now, but if we continue going down, we can see that it's linked to the JSM incident that started this whole process. We can assign it to ourselves. It's got a medium priority. We can set urgency. This is not a high urgency. We can set impact, moderate impact. We can pick affected services. We can see that this affected Submit Image. We can also see that this affected Magnetic Web. We could fill out a time estimate if we wanted, and a couple other fields. Let's click Create. All right, from here we're going to click on our PIR. This will open up in the right-hand panel. And one of the cool things we can do here is we can scroll down and we can start to assign linked issues. So if we click the plus button, we can start to create linked issues, and we can choose where we put them. So this particular project is the project for submit image. But if we wanted to, we could also create issues in the Magnetics project, which is the project for Magnetic Web. We can also create incidents in the JSM tool. So for now, we're going to create a task in the Jira project for the submit image component. It's automatically linked to the JSM incident that happened, and we can ask people to do some work. Now that we've added some issues to the submit image team's backlog, they can prioritize those during their regular sprint planning, and we can resolve this particular issue. So we're going to scroll up, and we're going to switch it to resolve completed. Issues resolution done. And we're going to mention that there was a failure at the upstream service Magnetic Web. Now we can click resolve. Now that this incident has been resolved, let's go take a look at the post-incident review in Jira Service Management. So we can close this, we can click PIR, and we can right-click and open a new tab. From here we can scroll down and we can see all of the information that's in this post-incident review, including all of the linked issues that we added from the Incidents tab in Jira Software. Alright. Thank you for watching this video about managing incidents in Jira Software using the new Incidents tab. The Incidents tab in Jira Software helps teams resolve problems with their software components quickly and improves follow-through on post-incident work by allowing both dev and IT ops teams access to the same post-incident review and the ability to track progress of the dev team's follow-up actions that prevent recurrences. Today we've discussed how incidents and post-incident reviews from Jira Service Management show up in Jira Software. The Incidents tab also hosts incidents from New Relic and Cisco. You can find more videos like this in the Developer's Edge video series on the Atlassian YouTube channel.